show you guys some of the new parts that I bought. This, oh, most of I did actually open them already to check to make sure it was the correct part, so I don't have it too long before I send it back. So far all the parts check out. So this is the new starter. I did not want to use the old starter or test it just in case it went bad down the line, even though this one can turn, but it's better to be safe than sorry, because the starter is in a hard spot to actually get to. So I just decided to get a brand new one. Even though the one on it is aluminum and the probably was good, I just decided to get a new one to be safe on the water pump side, because they do have water pump issues. And these are our new head bolts. This is our new timing chain. Tensioner, that's one tensioner. Top guide, two-way side guides. This one's a tensioner guide. Both chains. And our main tensioner. Big box, all our gaskets that we don't need. So this is a gasket for the valve cover. These are the parts on the valve cover that the sparks will go through. We've got washers. I think these are the water pump intake gaskets. These are for the intake manifold. And this, I think this one's a water pump gasket. This one's on the top where the timing chain cover goes. So is this one and this one too. This is for the oil pan. This is our head gasket. This is a this is four. This is a 4-piece gasket. Yeah, 4-piece gasket. I'm not sure if you guys can see, but one. Now we have 1, 2, 3, 4. They sent some silicone too. These are for our exhaust. And since these are for the exhaust also, just for the exhaust, rear main seal and the crankshaft seal. And no. Since we're on the topic of exhaust, here's some brand new headers. have the oil pump. This is the old one. This is the one that came out of it, and our pickup tube, our oil sensor for tell you if the oil is low or not. And here's our oil pan. We did have it. I did get it cleaned up. Our timing chain cover. This is our transmission pan. Did get cleaned up. And here's all our parts. So that's the head. I did get the head cleaned. And camshafts. This is for the intake. So is this. This is our steering rack, and our oil, our power steering. This is for the timing chain, alternator. So we did get everything cleaned up, as you guys can see. This is the old oil housing. So we did clean it up. Same thing with all the other parts, as you can see. Our AC compressor. Same thing with the harness. I did have the harness have new skin put onto it. Some heat protection on some of them, regular skin on some, and I still have them marked. So I did have them reskinned, cleaned up. This is our transmission, currently out. I did order new gaskets for this, new filter. So when I get there, I'll put it back together and have the transmission cleaned. Here's our block. Our block is clean too. It's not 100%, but it's way better than it was before. On that note, we also have more parts out here in the van. So that's our front subframe, the front calipers, the computer box, which I have not rewired yet because whoever I bought it from cut it. I haven't figured out how it's supposed to be wired up yet because there's extra wires that don't match up, so I haven't figured that out yet. But if any of you guys know how it's wired, I would like for someone to send me a picture or a diagram of how it's supposed to be wired. And these are our heat shield. So these are for the engine bay, so this is going to be lined all in here, everywhere that it can go. I'm going to line it all on the inside of the engine bay. We are going to do it in the car too when we take everything out of the car when necessary. So that's that for now. So what I plan to do now, since I have the gasket, or the gaskets that I need, I'm gonna put the pan back on, start putting the engine back together, take the rear main seal out, put a new one in, and start getting the engine back together. Now I'm gonna have to find all the screws. I don't know what I did with most of them, but they're here. I know I can find them once I go and look. So the next step is to, first thing I'm going to do is put all those back in oil pump, put the pan back on, put the lower section of the engine back together. Then I'll start with timing and work my way up from there. So that's the aim for right now. I did get everything smoothed down too, cleaned off, and ready to go.